Hello and welcome to Heart Forged by Fire Inspirational Moments. Today we're going to continue our series on living life abundantly. Many of you may be asking how to do this considering our current circumstances in our nation and in our world. Well, this is what our inspiring moment is all about today, providing the how-tos and whys and the next steps. Excuse me. If you're new to this series, I want to welcome you. I'm so glad you could join us today and that you decided to become a part of Heart to Heart Forged by Fire Inspiring Moments. My name is Dr. Claudia B. Walter, and as I said today, we're going to focus on today limits, how they help us, and why do we have them, and why do we even experience them? What to do, and what do we really gain from them as we are experiencing them and triumphantly going through them, and how they can aid us in living our life more abundantly. So welcome today to Heart, Forged by Fire, Inspiring Moments. Once again, I'm Dr. Claudia B. Walter. I'm so glad you're here today. Let's jump right in. Currently, our nation and our world has imposed many limits to our daily moments, our movement, our life circumstances, our daily routines. Many of us have lost jobs, there have been layoffs, there have been families who could not see and gather together. There have been workers on essential employees. We never know. Even our ones that remove our trash are essential employees. Our mailmen are essential employees. Our doctors are essential employees. Even lawyers are essential employees. Our medical professionals, essential to the crisis that is at hand today and that we all are facing. So you may ask why? How can we possibly live a life more abundantly in these moments of crisis? Well, I'm here to tell you, there is a way. Yes, we're all impacted by this. And yes, we're going through this moment. It's impacting our freedom. Many are complaining that it's affecting our freedom of choice, our independence. It's taking it away. We're under someone's rule. That it is impairing us, and it is imperative that we get back to the norm. Well, I'm here to tell you we can gain much from these moments. And though, yes, it is limiting us. Yes, it's slowed us down. Yes, it's brought us to moments of pause. But there is so much here that we can gain and that we can grow from and that we can become emotionally, physically, mentally, and even relationally better for. There are much nuggets and treasure to gain in these moments, that in those places I just mentioned, in our emotional fortitude, we can get stronger. In our relationships, we can grow stronger. Why? Because we had to pause. Those things that we may not have noticed or looked over before, or we're so busy in movement in our lives. Now we have time to focus on. We have time to pay attention. We have time to resolve and bring resolution to matters. We have time to grow together. We have time to laugh together. We have time to enjoy one another. That's just relationships. What about individuals who may be alone right now? Well, this is a time for us to focus. It's a time for reconfiguration. It's a time for us to grow and develop. Yes, there is much that we can gain in these moments. Yes, we can expand our perspectives. We can go past our own self-evolved bubbles of life and take note of all that is around us. Could it be a moment to reconnect, or just to reach out and connect because we're hermits or we're so self-involved that we don't really want to forge relationships? Well, these are moments to do that, so that when this limitation is lifted and it's all crumbled and gone away, we'll be better for it. Challenges will come and challenges will pass. But what is at the core of this challenge for all of us throughout the world? In this challenge, there's unrest, there's strife, there's division, there's anxiety, there's even depression and sadness of loss, and even death, and the overwhelming questions of why, and loss for next steps, though many are doing their best to utilize the skills and expertise given to support and protect and save many. And there has been moments of great success that these measures imposed are working and the outcomes are mighty. So I need you in these moments to breathe. I need you in these moments to allow your perspectives to change. But in these moments, I have a question for you. In these times of limits, I'm here to tell you we can rise. I know that we can, and I know how we can. Scripture tells us about a man named Paul, whose name was once Saul. Saul was a control freak. Many of us are, because we feel limited right now and we can't go and do and move as we please. We feel we have no more control. Some are giving up hope. Some are refusing to live. Yes, there have even been suicides because some could not cope with the current circumstances. But I'm here to tell you, if we change our perspective, we can grow stronger and we can prosper and be in health and even a better place and move to a better place in these times. As I was stating, Saul was a control freak. His mindset placed him in a mindset of superiority because he thought what he knew wasn't wrong. He wasn't aware that he needed something other than what he believed in. You see, sometimes we can think that we've gained all and our intelligence surpasses everybody else, especially what is unseen. And so we feel that we're superior because we have the answers. And even when we're stumped, and even when we can't explain, we just feel this power that keeps feeding that monster inside of us, that I don't need anything else. I don't need anyone else. And I refuse to change. However, he wasn't aware that he needed something other than what he believed in. Furthermore, this mindset caused him to align himself as an accomplice to murder. Paul encountered several radical changes and challenges along his life's journey that actually changed him. One in particular I'm reminded of is the thorn in his flesh that caused him to cry out for eradication of the uncomfortability. He stated it buffeted him. Buffeted can be categorized as limitation. Through his seeking for relief, Paul gained some insight. His limitation of his weakness, Paul gained several things. Humility. What a great treasure. He lost pride of life, boasting of himself and what he was capable of, even what he thought he knew, what he could accomplish and do in his own strength. He gained a deeper relationship. He gained a deeper confidence that though he could not control all circumstances, there was one who not only could control them and never fail, but was with him always and would never fail, but would empower him, sustain, and guide him. Is that you today? He would guide him and cause him to gain. And through all, and propel him into a greatness to impact even more than he could imagine or think. That's Paul. What about you? What about you today? What will you gain from these times? Paul also gained trust, learning to acknowledge one's insight greater than his because he knew and could see all. He gained wisdom for life's journey, how to move, what to speak, what to engage in, and how to live and how not to become in what and entangled in what would steal time, life, focus, finances, even relationship. He gained trust, and in his trust, he gained wisdom. How are you going out and coming in? In this time, as I said earlier, is a time to recalibrate of how we can learn how to move, how we can learn how to what is distracting us, what is bringing disillusion to us, and eventually what will destroy us. What about you? Is these some areas that will aid you in gaining? Some areas that possibly you could grow in so that you could propel and go further and impact more than you ever thought or knew that you could. He learned how to rejoice in his limitations. He took notice of his weakness and he didn't count it debilitating, but learned that it was given for a cause and a reason. First, his growth and dependency on the one who keeps him. Second, to utilize and aid others in their life's journey. Even in these moments, these limitations are tools to aid others. And the outcomes and rewards are rewarding to us also. They're greater and far more than we ever could have imagined, thought, planned for, acted on, developed, and everything else. How will you move today? What will you gain in these moments? He learned his request was answered, even though he didn't get the outcome he was first seeking. That one that he sought, that wasn't the true answer. So instead, he got a greater and better outcome than he expected. Change and transformation of self is always a treasure. He learned this limitation was actually grace. Grace gives us strength. Grace gives us self-sufficiency in his sufficiency because he infuses his inner strength into us, therefore equipping us, activating us, and qualifying us to do all things through him who knows the way, who holds us tightly in his hands, the one who guides us along life's journey, if we let him. He learned and he gained insight to delight in his weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, and in difficult moments. He boasted, for when I am weak, then I am strong. In these moments of weakness, which are limitations, boast that you are strong. Because the one who truly gives and prevails in strength, and his strength is revealed in our weakness, in our moments of indecision, in our moments of confusion, in our moments of our whys. His strength is revealed in our weakness. So therefore, gain strength in your weakness, because through him, you are made strong, even in your weaknesses. We too, as a nation, as a people, can rise. We can arise and become strong in our weaknesses. Many are gaining this strength daily as they bow their knees and are joining in unity to step forth into greatness. Paul's life changed to become a fashion tool, which has and is still today impacting many lives. What about you? In this time of limitation, what are you drawn to that will surmount either in negativity or bear fruits of positiveness? Negativity can look like this, and these are just a few: frustration, overwhelmness, anxiety, hysteria, doubt, fear that paralyzes us not to do anything but retreat inwardly, strife, indifference, opposition, prejudice, hate, malice, anger, confusion, which leads to misunderstanding and chaos if we are not careful. And there are many, many others. I know you said some have mental illness of anxiety, which a chemical in their brain releases and takes them into this place of anxiousness. Some are dealing with depressions, yes, but there's an answer and a way out. I don't fight against taking medications, but they should only be for a while. Some of us have conditions that we're living through because sickness and disease have no authority over us. Therefore, we can live and strive and thrive through our limitations, which are categorized as weaknesses. It's okay. Rise above and gain strength in these things. Reach out and talk to someone during this time. Don't close yourself off. Don't close in, but reach out to the right ones who have the answers, not those who are going to join you, because misery loves company. It's not a hand up and a hand out. And this is what I mean by hand out. Someone who will take your hand and help you come out. So understand the difference. You're not weak because you need something, not at all. Sometimes we need that extra support. We're a village and we're a part of one another, and we're to aid and help each other out. We're here. Let us be here for one another. And positiveness, just to name a few: love, joy, and peace, and self-control, and compassion towards others. Let that be a part of you right now. Let it be a part of us. Endurance, humility, patience, connection to others, and service. There are many right now who could be selfish. They could turn and say, oh, I will not risk my life to do anything. Some, yes, they're going because that's their livelihood. But others, and many, many, many are going because they care, because they're willing to serve, because they have compassion for others, because they want to see a change, because they want to see others live and not die. Building relationships that thrive and develop and bear fruit that impacts others positively. This is many of us today. So I say thank you to all of you. Thank you to those who are serving in, not in the news, but there's so many who are giving: our cashiers, our workers, our managers in the stores that are open, and the retailers, and those delivering food to us, and those delivering necessary humanitarian aids and resources to those who are economically disadvantaged. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for not retreating from the front lines. But thank you for those who rush to the front lines to serve. Thank you. You are to be celebrated. You are to be congratulated. And I know that the Lord wants to bless you and will bless you greatly. And I thank him. I pray that those who are with us, who have loved ones have passed, are comforted during these hours and these times, that they gain strength and sight and wisdom as they move to put affairs and things in place for their families. Yes, these are tough moments, but we too can be strong. We too can overcome, and we too can thrive and step into greatness. Creation lives in each side of us. It is a part of us. And what we meditate on becomes our reality. Scripture tells us, as a man thinks, so he is. Therefore, watch your thoughts. They can be the reason for what is hindering or buffeting you. Don't let the landscape between your two temples be your defeat. Change your outlook. Change your perception. Change your thought patterns. A mindset of negativity only produces things that will not live, things that will not thrive. It can't nurture it. And what it does, if it does, all it does is bring destruction and kills everything in its wake. Don't let that happen to you. But a mindset of positiveness produces tangible fruit that rewards all, not just themselves or oneself, but it can be sowed again and again and bring forth a viable crop for all. There was an elder I respected very much in my life's journey. I have recalled many times what she said over and over again. Mother Demery would say, "We all can stand to move into the room of improvement." Won't you agree that we all can gain by improving? That statement has stayed with me constantly. It has brought life to me over and over and over again. It has aided me in improving, and it's blessed me to want to improve daily, moment by moment, second by second. What about you? What's limiting you today? Write them down. Yes, write them down and take them to the one who has transformative power. Stick to the process until a permanent change comes. Yes, improvement takes time. It takes a process. It takes a commitment to the process until permanent change, repetitive change comes. So the outcomes are over and over. They're not laws. They simply take us from one step and up the next rung. They keep taking us higher and higher. Yes, there's a positiveness in change and transformation. They keep taking us to greatness. So stick it out, walk it out, finish your process. No, there are negative limitations and good ones that aid us in our life's journey. They can cause us to do phenomenal things or stun us from reaching our destinies of greatness. So in closing, I want to say a few things to you. I want to say to you, let every day be the day to live your dreams. Show compassion. Create an environment you can be happy in. In other words, create your own happiness. Follow the bright and morning star. Let him guide you. He knows the way. Let him in your heart and follow your heart. Enjoy the little things. Take note of them and let them bring you joy and light. Laugh aloud. Be your best self and cherish those who you love. And have been given to love. Love is a beautiful thing. Won't you join me in this? And let every day be the day that you cherish every moment of this life you've been given. Through your ups and your downs, through laughter, through tears and pain, in happiness and in sadness, let each moment of each one transform you for the better. Dream big, write your vision and make it clear so you can run with it. Embrace every possibility and be willing to believe the impossible. In these moments, discover your passion and let it drive you to actions of victory. Believe in miracles. I say again, believe in miracles. When you see me today, I'm a miracle, walking, living, and breathing. And I've been a miracle several times over, and many have been inspired by my journey. What about your journey? Let others in and let them be inspired by your journey. You have greatness inside of you. Act to create lasting peace because it's yours and somebody else's strength. Yes, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, you have a story. And if you're watching this today, hey, you are a miracle. Remember to breathe, This is a pause of attentiveness, purposefully pausing to focus on the one who loves the greatest, who knows the way, is the truth, and the way and the life, and came that no man would perish, but have everlasting, abundant life. My prayer for you today is that you received inspiration to inspire your nuggets, that you received inspiration today, inspiring nuggets that will aid you in your life's journey. I pray that the spirit of peace and life be with you until we meet again and beyond and in each and every day. Remember this, take this note, write it on the tables of your heart. Let it be written there. Remember to breathe. Thank you once again for joining me for inspiring moments on Heart to Heart, Forged by Fire.